that's something we're looking at. The difficulty that we have is capacity, and this is where actually donation may come in handy. So the problem is we're trying to run the services we normally run, plus take on anything additionally that we're asked for with a very small team, because also volunteer-wise as well, we've got limited access to volunteers. And also individual volunteers need to take it on board their own risk in terms of exposing themselves to COVID-19. So the problem we find is capacity, that we just don't have the capacity to offer what both the City of London have asked if we could do, and also recently we've been approached by other boroughs as well to ask if we could offer this health support for the hotels. The aim is to have regular health support. So we are currently in the process of working out what we can offer. So the reality may be is if, sort of say by the end of this week, everybody in the City of London is moved into hotels and nobody is on the street, then there may not be a place for us to be doing outreach anyway. And so the question would be is whether we then dedicate the time that we'd be doing street outreach to then going and supporting in the hotel. But the reality is, on the time that we're commissioned to do that for, that's only really half a day, but we could maybe extend it to a day. And realistically, the support that's needed in each hotel needs to be much more than that. So certainly funding and where that's going to come from is something that we need to bear in mind, because we would essentially need to try and employ more staff or have infrastructure to have more staff to allow us to do that. To balance that, there is the caveat that the difficulty we have now is that the people you need are health workers who are also being stretched in their other jobs. So this is, for example, where I end up being limited. So I do general practice 2 days a week. And if this wasn't health related, I could potentially ask for a sabbatical from my GP work to offer more time to Doctors of the World. But right now, that's not the place to be doing that. And that's the same for any other healthcare workers we would potentially either employ or ask to volunteer for us, is that they also have a commitment. So there is also that slight caveat that the people that we have available to help us with this are already also being stretched in other ways. But funding would allow us maybe to employ more people, so that people could offer, if they could offer only a day or 2 days, that would still together mean that we could sort of potentially provide that cover.